This video outlines basic laser safety practices. Read and follow the owner's manual carefully before installing or operating the unit. This video is only a supplement to the owner's manual delivered with your system. Please ensure you are familiar with the contents of the owner's manual, especially the section on safety before proceeding. Laser processing of metals works by focusing the laser energy into a very small, high-power spot. The power density is so great, it easily melts metals. It's important for the operator to understand how a laser beam travels. A laser beam will diverge from the focused spot and create a cone of radiation. As the beam moves away from the focus point, the power density goes down. Even though the power density decreases as it travels away from the gun, it can still be high enough to be a hazard to the skin and eyes. Skin hazards can occur within 26 feet of the focused beam. Eye hazards can occur up to 360 feet from the focused beam. When using LightWELD, always use the product inside a welding cell with laser-safe barriers. Everyone inside the welding cell must wear full PPE including laser safety glasses, welding helmets and protective clothing whenever the laser is operating. When using LightWELD, never hold parts in your hand or place your hand under parts. Heat generated from welding can burn skin. Always wear welding gloves and proper PPE. When a laser beam strikes a surface, any power that is not absorbed by that surface can be reflected. Diffuse reflections from rough surfaces can scatter over large areas. Always be aware of the expected cone of radiation. Lasers can travel large distances, and the cone of radiation can be wide. Even under appropriate welding conditions, some laser energy may be reflected from the part. Never look at the weld pool from a direction other than behind the gun. Be careful to never hold or position a part where your hand or body could be exposed to a reflected beam. Specular reflections can occur from multiple surfaces, potentially causing the beam to bounce back towards you or others in the welding area. Always consider the potential for reflections before starting to weld. Weld position should be chosen to direct expected reflections towards laser-safe barriers. Reflections are more likely if the laser parameters are not set correctly to achieve melting of the target part. Use the recommended selection of preset parameters and nozzle tips to produce correct focus conditions for material, thickness, and joint type combinations. Under all conditions, the operator and any spectators in the welding area must wear full protective equipment when the laser is operating. These include laser safety glasses, laser welding helmet, coat, apron or other skin protection, and welding gloves. Always maintain awareness in the welding area. If you sense a hazard, immediately stop until the hazard condition is corrected. Watch for metal not melting as expected. This can indicate that the laser beam is being reflected. Burn marks. This can indicate out of control reflections. Unsafe coworkers in the welding area. Laser safety glasses and welding helmets provide protection against possible reflected radiation. Never, under any circumstances, look towards the beam even when wearing full eye protection. Laser welding should only be performed if the area is free of combustible materials. If combustible or flammable materials are near the welding area, the heat and sparks produced during welding are capable of starting a fire or causing an explosion. Make sure to always have fire extinguishers nearby. Never weld on containers that have flammable or combustible material. If the contents of a container are unknown, you should assume that they are flammable or combustible. Welding smoke is comprised of particles and gases that cannot be seen and can be toxic. A fume extraction system should be used to remove vapors, particles, and hazardous debris from the welding area. In confined spaces and other circumstances, the use of a respirator may also be required. Gas cylinders should be located away from the welding area and not in line with laser reflections. When performing maintenance on the welding gun, such as changing the protective cover slides, always turn the key to the off position. As an added precaution, remove the key from the key switch. The input voltage to the laser can be lethal if not handled correctly. All electrical cables and connections should be treated as if they were at a hazardous level. This concludes the video on basic operator laser safety practices. You have learned the principles of laser beams and potential hazards, how to minimize the risk of reflections, and non-laser safety precautions. If you did not understand this information, please review the safety section in the operator's manual and re-watch this video or contact us for assistance.